Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FAF Live. My name is Endranii and this is Rainbow Cup 7, the round first between Three Musketeers and Cement going up versus Echo Turtles. The map is gonna be Plateau of Arracis, free for all. And free for all it is because not only we're gonna have and see our beautiful and most importantly skilled FAF players, but also we will see the juicy dark horse of the tournament, the AI, like this little dude here called Megan. He and his little friend on the other side of the map are here to basically go and put a wrench or even a stick in the wheels of the enemy players. So yeah, we will see how is this gonna go and work out for them because yeah, this AI here means business. Just like in the previous games, it is gonna be a game to go and see which team can not only eliminate the enemy players, the humans, but also to go and see who can eliminate the AI. Although, just to make the tournament a little bit faster and, well, plausible for live casting, if the team actually thinks that their AI cannot win after they all died, they can forfeit the game to go and speed up the whole process. But yeah, in the top right side we will have the team Three Musketeers and Cement, made up of players like Parallon playing UEF in beautiful navy blue. Then his teammate up there to the north is gonna be no one else but the team captain, known as waffelzNoobs or simply Bully. Then, on the air spot, it is gonna be Mr. Cement, also known as Concrete or simply Hybrid. Yeah, that is Hybrid if I remember correctly. So yes, we have two Brits. Then, it's gonna be AI playing on the middle slot, going early raids with their own, not mech marines, but the flares, the light assault bots. And then, last but not least, for the top team, it is gonna be Mr. Pancake, simply known as Blinchik. Or should I say, Small Pancake, because I think like that's what the name translates into English. Oh well, let's go and see who are their opponents, because the opponents are here, and on the left slot it is gonna be Mickey, playing UEF in beautiful, juicy orange. His support is gonna be Leo, playing Seraphim in peace yellow. I should find a different name for this color, honestly. Anyway, on the air slot, it is gonna be Raphael, playing UEF in beautiful Citron. Then, the AI is gonna be Shun Ushi, AIX RNG Standard, playing Seraphim on the land slot. And last but not least, on the right side corner for the team Echo Turtles, it is gonna be Donnie. So let's see if there is already some kind of intermingling happening or not, but yeah, it seems like not at this point. For now we can see that both teams are just trying to go and set up some kind of vision in the middle, and also we can see that the AIs are actually trying to go and push in here with some land units, as they are most likely gonna go and try to snipe the expanding engineers of their opponents. Yep, the same can be said about the players and the AI for the top team, although unfortunately two of the mech marines are gonna get shot down by the ACU and Mantis. And the same can be said about this little dude here who was trying to make a run by, but unfortunately he was spotted by this little, properly placed T1 scout. So yeah, it seems like this plateau here, or should I say this small hill, is gonna go and belong to Donnie, who managed to go and grab it. But on the other side of the map, it seems like this little transport with bunch of engineers and a small, how is it called, mech marine is gonna be just enough to go and secure this position here. So the early game, I think we can go and say that it goes squarely to the side of the team Echo Turtles, who are not really turtling. They're actually playing quite proactively. We can see them moving ACUs across the map from both of those players to go and secure as much map as possible. We can even see them go and drop here to go and steal the reclaim and the max positions. Though it seems like the top team is not gonna take it lying. They're actually gonna move their own ACUs to the front line, as we can see Parallon trying to go and move up. Though, unfortunately for him, Donnie was already one step ahead. We can see that the T1 PD placed around here can basically protect this wall plateau, and then the ACU can just move up here, and then there is nothing you can do to go and cross this path unless you bring in some kind of unit reinforcements. Reinforcements that are actually not here. Not a single T1 artillery in the unit mix for now. On the left side of the middle, it seems like Megan, the AI RNG for the Three Musketeers, is gonna go and exchange a few shots with the enemy ACU Leo. Also, we can see him bringing a few Aurora for the support. Although it seems they're not gonna get in range as they're trying to go and kill the enemy top. Let's see. Oh my, a beautiful bomber from Mr. Blinchik actually managed to go and kill all of the enemy engineers in here, as we can see from the frags. Meaning that there is nothing else to go and keep on building the land factories, and with the incoming onslaught of the enemy units, it seems like Mr. Mikey might be actually just forced to go and give up on this left slot here. After all, if he starts building engineers from these factories here, he won't have units, and if he won't get units, it means that the enemy can basically move in a few artilleries here, kill the PD, and then erase this wall forward base for him. And also, this is some kind of war crimes. It seems like the AI is actually not only stealing the civilian trucks, but also using them as a baits against the enemy. Oh my goodness, the Geneva Convention means nothing to these boys. Like, look at them. Look at the name. T1 UEF civilian truck is here on the front line. But unfortunately, it seems like the enemy doesn't care about the Geneva Convention at all, so they're also gonna go and shut them down. The gun upgrade is being built by Donnie, and it seems like he wants some kind of fight to happen versus Parallon, especially as we can see that Parallon went for the fast T2 HQ switch, and now not only is he building the Pigeon, but also he is gonna get the Triad up here on the front line, meaning that the enemy ACU will unfortunately have to go and fall back. Yep. A really lovely play coming out from the team Musketeers. And just like I predicted, with the build power being down and nothing to actually go and keep on producing the units here, or should I say the factories, a few Auroras and Fervor is gonna be enough to go and secure this wall plateau. So yes, very unfortunate, but that is what happens when you let your build power die. But Mickey is actually not gonna give up. He just acquired the gun upgrade on his ACU, and now he's gonna go and make a push for the enemy position. As we can see, Blinchik being forced back. He is gonna recognize the trouble here, and as such, he will go and use his T2 HQ to go and keep producing some units to support the ACU. After that, we will most likely see some kind of pushback here. But let's go and see how is the other flank faring. Because I could see that more and more players are acquiring the gun upgrades. And like I told, Parallon, with the help of Sparkies and the T2 engineers, is gonna get the upgrade done faster compared to his enemy. And as such, Donnie here is gonna be in quite trouble. He might have some Rhinos available, but a few overcharges are gonna go and finish him off in no time. That is, if he actually uses them properly. The Rhinos. Oh, the T1 MAA actually takes a hit for the Rhinos, meaning that they can actually deal some more damage here. They're gonna go and shut down the enemy engineers, but unfortunately there is still two more left behind the enemy ACU. The gun upgrade by Donnie is gonna get finished with the help of a mole. I thought this was an engineer, but this is just a mole, so pardon me for the mistake, but yeah. This position for him is actually quite troublesome. He has no support from his teammates, and with the enemy not only having the gun ACU, but also the T2 engineers basically trailing behind it, this is gonna be really hard to go and deal with it. As we can see, the HP dropping lower and lower. Only 2500 HP left. This is not looking good. There is nothing happening here. There is no help coming. And yes, it seems like Mr. Don is gonna get shot down by Paralon. 500 HP left, 300 HP, 100 overcharge is gonna go and finish him up. And kaboom, baby, we have the first ejection of the game. As Mr. Donny has been finished off by the enemy Paralon. Good job, Team 3 Musketeers. But let's see what is gonna be the response for the bottom team. The world base is gonna go to the highest rated player, known as Leo or otherwise Zasport. Let's see if he can actually respond to this AC or not. He is gonna go and move the rhinos closer and closer. But this is not enough units. You want them to move back because they will die to the overcharge and basically feed veterancy upgrades to the enemy. Thankfully, it seems that Raphael's AC is gonna go and move up together with the AI to support this flank here. So this should actually be contained here, so I don't think Paralon is gonna go and push harder. For now, he will just grab the reclaim from this position here that I marked on the map. But yeah, it seems like the counterattack is actually gonna be happening on the top side, as we can see Mikey actually securing this Plateau yet again. Building up some defenses, grabbing the T1 land factory to go and build, to reclaim this stuff here and also to acquire the mexes. But the problem is, there is no MAA in the mix. The AA is not being built, and with Mega, the AI for the top team, actually supporting this little force here with the gunships, it seems like they're actually gonna be in quite a good spot. So the AC alone, together with the units, the blazes and pilers, is not gonna be enough to go and crack this base belonging to Small Pancake. But Waffel, he was actually quite quiet this whole game, and that was buttery butter coming out from my mouth, so pardon me for that. But yeah, it seems like he had also acquired the gun upgrade, grabbed the T2 HQ, and now, with this big army, he's basically just gonna go and walk through the middle of the map to go and make a dent here on the middle. A nice overcharge gonna go and kill 4 enemy units. As such, we can see the first vet upgrade being acquired. And I'm afraid to say, but a single Ushulala, the TTPD for Seraphim, is not gonna be enough to go and stop it. There is just way too many units, and Leo, seeing the big army, is gonna recognize the fact that he will have to go and fall back slightly. So yes, Leo, you better run away, make some PDs, make some shields, make more units, because here comes the Janus from Cement. And what a beautiful bombing run it is. It's gonna kill all of the available build power and also kill the TTPD. That was glorious. All of the ASF coming out from Mr. Raphael are gonna go and clean them up. But still, the damage have been done, and as such, Leo is gonna be in a very bad spot. As we can see, his unit dying, overcharge gonna go and kill 2 of them. But the pilers are gonna go and join the fray here. The T1 entities and the T2 entities coming under fire. Overcharge killing 1 of the pilers belonging to waffelzNoob, but it seems like there is just not enough HP, not enough unit, not enough DPS to go and stop this rampage from wreaking havoc. As waffelzNoob is gonna keep on moving his units up towards the top side. It seems like he's not gonna push deeper to the left side, and instead he's just gonna go and clean up this front base belonging to Mr. Leo and then fall back. Blanchik somehow manages to stabilize this position here with the Chrono upgrade, which is gonna keep on stunning the enemy forces. Also a really good choice to keep on blocking the ACU shots with his own ACU. Or maybe not, he will have to go and fall back, but thankfully the Chrono, the powerful T2 Ion upgrade, is gonna be enough to go and keep on stalling Mikey taking more and more damage as his AC is gonna go up to 5000 HP and 200 HP, dropping down to 4500 HP. The AI gonna go and provide some cover with the T2 gunship, which is really appreciated because this flank is looking bad and worse. Thankfully, Mikey's gonna be forced to go and move back with his AC. Oh, never mind. That's why Blinching doesn't have units available, because he's actually facilitating the push coming out with waffelzNoob. As we can see, they're actually gonna go and loop around, gonna do the loopy-loop, booty-boo, and go back and actually cut off Mikey from the reinforcements. Oh my goodness, this is looking really bad. On the other side, on the other hand of the map, we can see that Mr. Parallel is still fighting versus Raphael, and Raphael is actually getting a lot of support from the enemy AI, meaning that he can actually go and keep on holding on to this position. Parallel decided to not push any further with his ACU, gonna go and fall back with his flapjack and instead make a small fire base here with one of the T2 engineers to go and secure the position. So yeah, we have a war raging on all of the fronts. Huh. This is a lot to go and take in. There is a lot of happening. The ASF gonna go and try to save Mikey from the enemy forces, as we can see that the cheeky AI player for the Team 3 Musketeers actually went and tried to go and snipe the enemy ACU. Thankfully, the air player is here, but yeah. Mikey, I'm afraid to say, omaemo, washing the Iru. Because Zwaffel and Blinchik are actually right behind you. You are unable to go and use any of your units. And oh my goodness, the ASF gonna get overcharged by the enemy AC. What a blunder. What can I say? This is what lack of APM looks like. You're gonna keep on losing your ASF to enemy land forces. So yeah. It seems like Raphael actually lost 4 ASF, which is gonna be a very big mistake here. And let's see the number of ASF for the top team. It's only 2, so yeah. But is the enemy team actually aware of that? No, they are not aware of that. And as such, it seems like they cannot use the air force they have available yet. We just know, never mind, they actually made a strat bomber, which is actually gonna go and strat someone on the bottom side, as we can actually also see that Mr. Mikey is gonna go and fall down to the big army belonging to Blinchik. So Blinchik recognizing what is actually happening here. Oh my Parallel, you're not getting your shield upgrade, you better go and keep on running away because there is 2 strat bombers over your head. No, make it free. There is already 3 strat bombers for Mr. Cement. I mean, for Raphael. But Raphael, it seems like he's actually over eager to keep on pushing, and as such, he's gonna take a lot of damage from enemy AC. And Mikey, oh my, it seems like Blinchik is actually gonna allow him to go and run away, but Parallel taking more and more damage from the enemy strat bombers. Dropping down to only 4000 HP, 1000 HP, the bomb is gonna go on the connect and the AC is gonna go up in a beautiful fiery nuclear explosion. As it seems like me but moving Raphael was a mistake. He was certainly aware of the enemy not having the ASF force. And as such, he went for not going and basically killing the enemy ASF, but instead he built up the strat force to go and dispatch one of the enemy ACUs. Now, let's see what is gonna be the response for top team. How are the 3 Musketeers gonna respond to this slide? Well, for now it seems like they're once again gonna regain the control over this plateau, which for some reason was never held by anyone for longer than 5 minutes, so who knows? Maybe with a 4th change of the, well, owner, it is finally gonna go and belong to someone for longer than 5 minutes. A great choice by Mikey to actually grab the nano repair to go and recover all of the HP loss in the fight, because ACU, even at the T3 stage, is still a very good unit to have. After all, the overcharge is an all-powerful tool which can even help you kill a monkey lord if you have a good shield on it, so yeah. It seems like Raphael, together with their own AI, is gonna keep the push up versus the base that once belonged to Parallon. But it seems like with the fast T3 switch for waffelzNoob, a bunch of triads, and obviously the beautiful chunky Percivals, the front line is gonna go and hold out, and as such, this is gonna be everything that they can gain from killing Parallon. So yeah, not really much of gain considering just how much they have paid in the strat bombers, I mean the strategic bombers, to go and kill off the Parallon here where this hole currently resides. But I guess the APM drain might be worth it, but it seems like some kind of snipe was happening here, as the ACU belonging to Mr. Mikey just got sniped by something, but by what? Oh, he got sniped by TML. As we can see him saying useless TMD, but what exactly sniped? Oh, wait, here are some missiles. Who is playing Aeon? It's Blinch. Please, don't tell me that. You wanna know who sniped the enemy player? The AI. Miss Megan. This little child of a woman from the Aeon faction just sniped the enemy human player with this free TML. I guess some of the players have never learned about the AI being quite cheeky-breaky here, right? Oh boy, this must have stung really hard. Losing one of your players to the AI, making a random TML snipe, that's just not something you expect. And oh boy, that gave me a hearty laugh. But let's see what is actually being cooked up in the bases. Well, this is a really small air grid, not gonna lie. The enemy AI not doing much. Just trying to build the T2 and the T3 land force to go and keep on helping out Raphael protect this front line here. Raphael went for the T3 switch, and we can see that the bricks are actually paying off. Actually being capable to go and buy you some time versus the incoming Percivals. On the middle, it seems like waffelzNoobs together with Blinchik are firmly in control over this position. And then the Firebase Wars, happening right in front of the core base belonging to Leo. As we can Blinchik waging a slow but well grindy war versus the enemy TMDs and stuff with the Eve songs. But yeah, that is a lot of damage done on them. Oh my god, it seems like the artillery is here. Is it? Oh yeah, it is the T3 land factory. Or should I say, mobile one, together with the T2 shield, is gonna be a very good counter-offensive versus the enemy TMDs. I mean TMLs. Or MMLs, I mean, yeah. Mobile Missile Launchers, also known as MMLs. But yes, there is a lot of them, and it seems like the AI is also helping out with their own Eve songs, so yeah. Leo is gonna have a hard time defending here, especially as Blinchik is also pushing in from the other side with even more MML. So yes, it is gonna be really hard to go and protect this base here. The T3 HQ is also coming under fire, so well, we'll see how long they can hold out. But coming back to our base inspections, what can we see here? We have T3 land HQ for Blinching going for... Oh yes, there it is! The Galactic Colossi being built by the AI, and the boy is nearly ready to rumble, 85% ready. The air player, Mr. Concrete, also known as Cement, is, well, just expanding his build capacity. And then we have, yeah, waffelzNoobs just going all in on the Percival spam, trying to go and build up an army which will allow him to go and wreak havoc versus these units. Some banter happening on the chat, as we can see players not really being happy with their AI, but well, what you can do. All AIs are not built the same, as we can see. One is gonna go and snipe enemy commander and then switch to building restaurants, which are amazing choice for the AI. Meanwhile, the other one is just gonna go and, well, do its best to go and hold on to this position here, because, well, waffelzNoobs is quite a troublesome guy to deal with, and I'm afraid to say that Raphael alone wouldn't be capable of defending it. And it seems like as GC is being built on the north side, the chicken is gonna be built on the south side. So yes, both AIs opting to go for the minute 24 experimental unit. So yeah, we'll see where are they gonna go and push with them, because the GC is gonna go and push the middle. As we can see, it slowly but surely walked one step at a time towards the future. And it's gonna go here and then most likely push through the middle somewhere else, but yeah. For now it seems like we're gonna have a small stalemate happening. But let's take a look at the ASF numbers. Top team, Mr. Das Concrete Baby, is gonna have 47 ASF available and also 11 broadswords. His opponent, Mr. Raphael, have 60 ASF available and no gunships at all. But well, with 13 more ASF, he actually should be able to go and kill off not only the enemy air, but also to snipe the gunships if they need Arracis for it. It seems like also there have been a chicken finished for Mr. Leo, which is honestly one of his premier moves, as Zasport loves doing these chicken factories. He is the man, he is the chicken master. And it seems like we're gonna have the first experimental duel of the game. As the GC led by the AI forces is gonna go and crash with the Itota belonging to Mr. Zasport. It is gonna fire, but it seems like the GC might be actually outnumbered, as we can see more and more T3 land units coming into the fray, but it seems like the GC is gonna go and run away. This is not a good move. As we can see, it's taking a lot of damage from the enemy AI, as the chicken is basically gonna say, "Oh boy, this is a free estate. A bug of a GC? Oh my, let me go and massage it a little bit." And so it is. The GC is gonna go and fall down and kneel down, becoming nothing else but a scrap. So yes, it seems like the favorite move of Mr. Zasport, the chicken experimental, is gonna work out just fine. But the question is, can I actually go and recover this wreck of the GC, because it seems like Mr. Bully is gonna push in with a big T3 army. Just look how many Percivals are here. Lobos mixed in, Parashields and some MAA to go and protect from the pesky air. So well, Mr. Zasport, you better go and run away with your chicken, otherwise this might become a troublesome mass nation. Okay, it seems like the engineers have been sent on this Scooby-Doo mission to go and scoop up all of the available mass. Oh no, the Percivals are gonna go and kill them. But it seems there is still 3 of them to go and grab the juicy reclaim, and oh boy, goodbye little boys. Okay, the chicken is gonna run away, but let's see what is happening on the bottom side, as it seems like Mr. AI for the bottom team is also gonna go and rush its chicken headstrong into a bunch of enemy Percivals. After that, recognizing that it is actually outnumbered quite heavily, it will go and try to run away. But here comes the support from the human player, as we can see. Both the AI and humans working in tandem to try and break the base belonging to waffelzNoob. So yes, it seems like it's gonna be an equivalent exchange between the two players. But I hate the fact that the T3 HQ is here on this position. Mr. Waffle, do you have your own HQ? Okay, good enough. You have a spare HQ in their base. That is very, very good. The chicken gonna push it again to get rid of the bricks. As such, Mr. waffelzNoob, also known as Bully, is gonna go and retreat and basically join with the reinforcement here before he will go and mount up a counter push. Though thankfully, it seems like he's gonna go and build a GC just on time to go and protect his core. Let's zoom out and take a look what else is happening. And yes, sure enough, just like in the previous games, the AI means business. It just made a nuke launcher. And as such, in around, let me check my clock, in around 3 minutes we will have the AI nuking someone. Hopefully it's gonna go and nuke someone properly. Oh no, it seems like the Air Force was not here, and as such the broadsword actually dealt a lot of damage. As we can see, the air units basically dealing 20k damage to the enemy chicken, meaning that the chicken belonging to waffelzNoob is gonna dispatch chicken, and basically it is gonna be nothing else but a sweet memory. And on the top side, oh boy, Blinchick, my boy. How are you gonna respond to this? As we can see that these two chickens are actually heavily supported by T2 and T3 MAA together with T3 shields and also a few autos. So yes, dealing with them is actually gonna be quite troublesome. We can see some units. Oh boy, you don't wanna get hit by the ball. The ball hurts, and as such, Blinchick together with the AI just lost 3 harbingers to the enemy forces by... Oh no, the transport got shot down, and as such Blinchick won't be able to go and mount it up, and it seems like the Totas are gonna go and kill him in no time. Oh my goodness. It is gonna be very, very hard, but thankfully it seems like all of the MAA is gonna get killed by the enemy units. And well, it seems like with the MAA all dead, Mr. Concrete can move in some of his supporting broad squads to basically go and clean up the mess that was left here after the, well, unsightly death of Mr. Blinchick. Oh man, there was a lot of happening here in this game. A lot have happened. But we will see what else do we have in store for us, because there is still more to happen. The AI nuke is 75% ready. Although it seems like Mr. waffelzNoob is gonna mount an attack, counter-offensive here. Just as they have lost the top base here to the enemy gunship, I mean not gunship but the experimental push. It seems like Bully is gonna respond in kind, making the push on his own to erase exactly the same base, but on the other side with a bunch of Percivals and a beautiful GC. Oh yes. The grabby greasy hands that steal the units from you. Oh man, it's always so funny to go and look at the units being just yoinked by the GC and then just smashed to bits by its arms. Oh come on Bully, you're not an AI. Clean up the base properly. But hey, it seems like the GC is on the max priority, as we can see it first focusing the maxes and only then going for something else, but it seems like the gunships The broadswords for Mr. Rafael are actually gonna come in here. And with no MAA, not a single one unit in the mix. And okay, never mind, it seems like the ASF forces are here, as Mr. Concrete is gonna go to try and shut them down. But the ASF from Rafael are gonna come back. And now it's gonna be a gamble. Okay, it seems like it's gonna be an air fight. The ASF are gonna go intermingle between each other, as we can see all of the players trying to go for the kill. But it seems like Mr. Cement, the Concrete baby, had much better shot. And oh boy, the AI have been actually sniped down by the GC, but still the nuke have been launched just on time. And it is going straight for the enemy airbase, and it seems there is not a single SND ready up, and then oh boy, the SND is only on 50%. Oh boy, it seems like the top team is gonna go and lose that airbase, but still, it is gonna be a big threat, as we can see the GC still killing more and more units. The Percival still alive. Oh my goodness! The explosion actually killed nearly all of the ASF belonging to Cement. And as such, he lost the air position, and as now with the nuke even destroying his air grid. Oh boy! Is this the swing that will actually help the bottom team grab the win? Oh my goodness, the HQ. Wait, I see. Okay, never mind. I was afraid it was actually another explosion from the ACU, but no, this was nothing but a support SACU exploding, so yes. Oh my goodness, it seems like waffelzNoob is not paying attention, as his GC is gonna die to not only the Eteta but also to the gunships. Although, let's go and see what are the numbers for the ASF. Cement might have lost the airfight on the bottom part of the map, but he still have a considerable air force waiting in his main base. 46 ASF for him. Meanwhile, the opponent, Mr. Leo, only left with 15, and oh boy, this is not an air grid you wanna see. This is what? How many? 5. Yes, 5 air factories versus 6. 6 air factories and an HQ, which is gonna pop up in a few seconds, so yes, oh boy. It seems like even though they have nuked the enemy airbase, it is still not enough to go and swing the game back in their favor. Oh, this is looking quite grim for the bottom team. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. It seems like the AI is gonna go and try to go and stop this push from happening for a few more seconds. Although the GC is unfortunately gonna go and fall down. And can we somehow stop it? Can the 3 musketeers and their AR friends actually go and stop this push? Because the chickens are here and are ready to push and make damage. There is 3 of them. The AI trying to go and TML the chickens. Although unfortunately, the TML's missiles are gonna go and fly a tad bit too high, just over the heads of the enemy experimentals. So yes. Team Musketeers, how are you gonna defend from this push? Because I just don't see a way. I don't see how you can defend yourself. You need gunships, you need units, you need experimentals to go and stop it. But how? How are you going to do it? We can see a GC being produced by the AI. It is on 15%. That is not fast enough. That won't finish on time. I'm sorry to say, this won't finish at all. Come on, Musketeers. Respond somehow, do something. You're losing the game. Oh wait. Your gunships. They're going the wrong way. And if it is gonna happen, as we can see the ASF from Mr. Concrete actually getting a really good tar now, while the ASF from Mr. Leo are gonna go and run away. Mr. Cement is gonna go and grab a few more kills on the ASF. And it seems he's going for... Oh no. What is this? He's going to snipe the enemy ACU! Just as I said that he's going for a snipe, it seems like the enemy AI actually just died to the chicken push. Oh my goodness, the base is no more, so we will actually go and look if Leo can actually somehow go and grab enough shields and enough AA defense to go and stop the enemy broadsword. Oh no, all of his ASF have died, and it seems like the ACU is gonna be up next. The G is coming out as the ACU is gonna be lower and lower. And 4,000 HP, 3,000 HP, 1,000 HP, and kaboom, baby! It seems like the team Echo Turtles have lost all of the human players as Gs are coming out, and yes. It seems that's it. As with this last snipe, the team Three Musketeers and Cement are gonna go and get their first victory of this round, going 1-0 versus the Echo Turtles. And soon enough, we're gonna go and start the next game, just after a short break. And so, ladies and gentlemen, after a short break, we are back in the Rainbow Cup tournament. This time, going for the game number 2 between the teams, Three Musketeers and Cement, going up versus Echo Turtles. The score is 1-0 for Musketeers, so let's see if the team led by Zasport can actually go and claw back their third game for this round. Okay, so the map is gonna be Noro. And well, while we have already seen it a few times before, let's once again go up and see what are the spawns. So yes, the warm colors teams is gonna go and spawn in the top left corner, and also one guy up here in the right corner. So basically, these guys here are all gonna be in the same team, and then there is gonna be this little AI playing around here, right? Then the bottom team is gonna have the AI here on the left flank, and then basically everyone else with the cold colors is gonna be on the right flank. And why is this map actually interesting? Well, it's because these two AIs, this one here and the one on the other side, have a very interesting programming, because there are two ways to deal with them. One, you go and steamroll them with this player here making a push here, with some help of this guy around here, actually making a drop here and making a fire base and basically going all in to crush this guy, or you can actually just ignore him. But here is the deal. On this map, if you ignore this AI here in the corner, it can actually spell trouble. Because while this AI won't outright attack you, after 20 minutes of being unbuttered, moisturized and just building up its economy, it is gonna send a minute 20 experimental at you. Yes. So honestly, I'd say that you wanna go and get rid of this boy, or at least make it occupied for a few moments so it won't be capable of basically getting the T3 economy running. Otherwise, another important thing is that these boys on these plateaus, these AIs, they love this position here. So yeah, we will most likely see both AIs from both teams try to go and fight over these little positions together with their against the enemy players here, which obviously, as we have seen in previous games, can walk units like down this path here and actually go up here. So yep, this plateau will be fought over by the AI and the players, and while it's really nice to go and see someone make the edge build factory like that, it's not really necessary because you can just basically snake your way in here like that. Otherwise, I really do love this early Phobos. This Zooey is massive. It's really massive because not only just killed the reclaiming engineer from blinching, which went here. Because, well, there is quite some mass available here. 2000 mass in the middle. But also because now we can go and use it to kill even more engineers and basically harass Blinchik out of the early navy with a single unit. That is, unless he's gonna die to the early bomber from Mr. waffelzNoobs. As we can see, he's already... Okay, reclaim orders coming out. As we can see that the Phobo is actually... No, it's gonna get reclaimed. Just as I was hyping it up for actually being able to kill enemy engineers, it just got reclaimed by one. But now an early frigate coming out from Endranii, which is very good because it's gonna actually provide intel as to where is the bomber going. And who knows, maybe we will have someone actually respond to it on time. For now we can see that Endranii is doing a very good job at splitting his own engineers, making sure that he will not lose all of them in a single pass. Another bomber coming out from Blinchik, so it seems like they're really gonna go and harass the living hell out of Mr. Endranii, but thankfully the team is here. As we can see, Mr. Mikey actually responding with an aerial interceptor to go and shot down the bombers. Now, oh no, it seems like the AI for the top team is actually gonna respond to the drop by Mr. Parallon on this position. As we can see, bomber killing the engineers belonging to him and also to Mr. Cement. And just as I was speaking about killing the AI, it seems like Cement really took it to heart. He is not gonna allow this bad boy here to echo up. He is here and he means business, and as such we can see him actually already harassing the enemy ACU, trying to go for some of the enemy mexes, but the AI is gonna respond in kind. It is gonna go and kill the enemy engineer, which was building the Hydro. Grab a few kills, and honestly, it's doing quite nicely. So the AI already being the black joker of this game. So fortunately for the bottom team, it seems like they're gonna be just capable enough to go and grab this little Plateau for themselves, as it seems like the drop by Parallon is gonna go and secure it. Oh my goodness, it seems like the air player is actually under fire from the enemy bomber, which is trying to kill the pigeons instead of killing 7 enemy engineers in a single shot, so really a big blunder by Mikey. That was unfortunate. Okay, I really like what he's doing here, moving his ACU and a few engineers to go and secure this position here, making sure that the enemy AI cannot actually grow up without the early pains. So that's really nice to see. Cement also making sure that the AI won't have easy time grabbing this position, and now he's gonna walk his ACU, and oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. The enemy ACU have the double gun upgrade. Meanwhile Cement, nothing at all, meaning that this is gonna be a very hard thing to go and deal with. Especially as Auroras are basically made out of paper, and versus gun ACUs, they're nothing but a free veterancy upgrade. Thankfully, Mr. Bully is gonna go and move through the water and actually support him on the other side, which is very, very nice to see. Meaning that the AL will actually have to go and divert its forces to two sides. And oh my god, just as I was hyping out the AI just decided to go and suicide itself by basically going all in and dying to a single ACU and a bunch of enemy Auroras. Kaboom, baby! Goodbye AI, as you were the first victim of this game, as Mr. Cement secures the kill. But, as we are speaking about that, it seems like Mr. Blinchik just got harassed by, I was about to say, a very good drop, but a drop that only managed to go and kill a 3 T1 Maxis, well, make it 4, so not the best one. But still, it does happen. But yeah, with the base now belonging to Mr. Leo, I guess it's gonna be actually a tad bit harder to go and crack it, as human player should be capable of defending himself a tad bit better compared to the AI, especially when having to deal with 2 players at the same time. But on the other hand, the AI is actually still doing quite nicely, Recognizing that the enemy doesn't have any kind of MAA in their unit mix, it decided to go for the T2 gunships, which I really like. Now the gun upgrade is enough to go and force Mickey to run away with his own ACU. Okay, he's gonna go and shut down the Renegade, which is very good for him, but yeah, the gun upgrade, the ACU, is gonna be troublesome to deal with. Oh, and yeah, like I said, AI really likes this Plateau, and we can see he actually managed to go and grab it. So yeah, a big victory for the Cockney AIX from the M28 family. And this looks actually pretty bad for Blinchik. He's gonna go and lose the build power again. Although with the 2 torpedo launchers here securing this factory, I feel like he is still gonna be safe and sound in the game. But with Mr. Concrete actually joining the fray here with his own factories, I feel like Mr. Donny might have some trouble securing this win here. But let's take a look what the AI are doing. Okay, just chilling for now. The air players are only now going for the T2 power generator, so we can see that Leo is actually quite behind when it comes to the air game. Meanwhile, Mr. Parallel already going in for the T3 HQ on a single T2 Pigeon. That is interesting choice, but I guess he's actually gonna go and use the overflow. Yeah, he's gonna go and use the overflow from his teammates, especially the AI, which is overflowing 1000 energy per second. So yeah, a very nice choice to actually adapt to the game, and instead of overpaying for the T2 Pigeons, we can see him opting for a really nice choice of being greedy and going for a single one and then using the overflow. So yeah, that is a very nice adaptive play coming out from him. We can see Siren class cruisers coming out for Mr. not Donny, but for Raphael. It should be capable of laying some damage to the enemy forces here. And as such, Blinchik is in a very tough spot as my game just crashed. So I have no clue why it crashed, but I will just go and pause the stream and record it again. Okay, gentlemen, we are back exactly where we left off, so yeah, I'm sorry for the trouble. We had to go and move on to the live replay, but we are back exactly at the same spot where we left off, and it seems like the cruiser is actually going to get shot down by the enemy frigates. But the big problem is gonna be that even though it is dead, there is a bunch of angry frigates coming out from the enemy. As we can see, both Donny and Raphael mounting up a very good counteroffensive versus the Blinchik. And here is the T2 destroyer, here is the Salem, and yep, this is looking worse and worse, but thankfully, it seems like teammates have never forsaken Mr. Blinchik, and as such, the Concrete Baby, also known as Cement, is here to go and support with his few blazes coming out from his T2 factories. And the same can be said about Mr. Waffel, as we can see him going for the T2 switch and making a big build power available for the blazes. And yep, sure enough, the whole army is gonna go and join the Navy force belonging to Blinchik to go and push back all of the enemy Navy, which is a very nice choice. Oh, it seems like the AI is actually gonna try to grab this Plateau yet again. And we will see if Parallel will actually be capable of defending it or not. But yeah, it seems he should be capable of defending it, or at least I hope so, because losing it is gonna be troublesome. Because whenever AI takes a hold of it, it is actually, well, quite willingly going to spam MMLs, and if you place MMLs or T3 artillery here, it is gonna wreck your core base here, so yeah, you don't wanna lose this Plateau for too long, and as such, I really wanted to see it back. Okay, it seems like after defending the naval yards with help of some hover, Blinchik is actually gonna go for the counter-attack, or maybe not, he's just making sure that the enemy will fall back. Waffel saying that he will actually support the navy, so Blinchik should be going for the T2 HQ upgrade to actually grab his own destroyers. Meanwhile, waffelzNoob is gonna go and provide this beautiful army of hover, which should be just enough time to go and make the switch for the higher tech upgrade. On the bottom part, the AI is grabbing the RAS upgrade, making some defenses, and as it seems like Mikey with the gun upgrade in the T2 suit is gonna go for a repush. He's gonna go and grab... oh no, he's actually not gonna defend this position, as the Yenzin together with the Zui will basically kill the T1 PD, and after that there's gonna be nothing to protect this expansion, so yeah. It's gonna be a small victory for our AI. ASF for Leo are gonna go to shut down some of the enemy forces, but unfortunately the cruiser is gonna come under fire from the hover. And sure enough, ASF are not gonna shoot at the land units, so yes. But yeah, what a beautiful team play happening here. All three colors intermingling, making sure that the sea will belong to the bottom team. As the three musketeers are here for all for one, as they say. A beautiful example of what team play can actually do. And if I can be honest, this is looking actually quite bad for Raphael and Donnie. As the game paused again. And it just resumed. I have no clue why it was, but I guess maybe something happening to the live replay, so yeah. Nothing we can do about that, but we can keep on watching. Thankfully, it didn't crash again. But like I said, the hover is a problem. The Salems are unfortunately one of the worst destroyers when it comes to dealing with the hover spam. And we can really see there is just not enough frigates available for Raphael and Donnie. So this might be it for these naval factories. And oh my god, please. Teammates, help him out, save him, because if this navy falls down, the hover is all gonna spill out. It will basically go like everywhere, and that is gonna be horrible. It will mean APM drain, micro drain, and yeah, it's gonna be a macro nightmare. Oh, and remember how I was saying that you don't want AI to have this Plateau for too long? Well, here is why. The flapjacks are coming out in droves. You might be thinking, okay, the AI have the Plateau, so what? It's not gonna do anything with it. Well, this AI have a brain and it's know how to use it, so pay attention guys and take notes. Because you always wanna be proactive. As such, the base belonging to Mickey is under fire not only from a single AI, but also from the other one, which is also trying to go and grab as much area possible. And there is also a TML trying to go and... no, never mind, that's not TML. That's just the free artillery trebuchet trying to go and kill a random T1 mechs. So pardon me for that, I thought this was some kind of snipe attempt happening, but no. The AI is more than aware not to try to snipe the moving ACU. And like I said, with the navy down, the hover is gonna spill out. Like an oil on a white t-shirt. It is gonna leave nasty stains which are gonna be really hard to come off. Yep, the team play really paid off for the three musketeers. The navy looked lost, but with the help of Mr. Concrete and also from waffelzNoob, the hover spam was just enough to not only sway it back to the side of the musketeers, but also to go and basically erase the wall base belonging to Donnie. So that was just beautiful. T3 RHQ upgrade started by Mr. waffelzNoob. As we can see, after going for a very hard T2 hover spam, he's gonna opt into actually joining Parallon on the air slot. Which I actually really agree with. It's a good choice if you ask me. And yep, it seems like the ACU belonging to Mr. Donny is gonna get actually killed in here. I kind of have no clue what killed him. I assume someone... Yep, it must have been some of the hover spam, so yeah. Anyway, up in flames goes one of the humans. An unfortunate side, but it seems like, yeah. It was coming all along. Raphael gonna come under fire from some of the hover. Thankfully, an overcharge is gonna make short work of one of the blazes. Another one gonna die together with the Tidal Flak. And the ACU is gonna be enough. Also, we can see him putting up some good defenses here as the Cerberus started together with the autoguns. The T1 point defense should be just enough to go and protect this base from actually being overrun by the remnants of the hover spam. Or at least I hope so. Now, Mikey, recognizing that the AI is really gonna be play around with his base, he opted to move his ACU towards the Plateau. And AI is actually quite good because it's not gonna throw its flapjacks at him. Instead, it's gonna go and keep the distance, keep harassing him from far, far away, and also make a few T2PDs to go and make sure that the enemy ACU cannot come anywhere close. Though, with the naval loss and the production ramping up of the Italua, the T2 cruisers, it seems like this base might be just basically also a foregone conclusion. As I have a really bad feeling as, yes, here we are. Here is the T3 experimental unit. Or should I say T4, but yeah, it's Monkey Lord, it's a small boy, it's a small cute guy. So it's a more of 3.5 experimental, I guess, considering just how easy it is to kill, but yeah. Let it sneak up on you and it's gonna be a really painful lesson. After all, it's a stealthy boy. Though it seemed like the AI is trying to kill the T2 Max with it, and the Pathfinder is unfortunately kind of wonky for the Monkey Lord. Meaning it's just gonna keep on circling around here for a while, I guess. And let's see what is Mr. Concrete doing here. Oh, that's quite brave. That's very brave. Pushing with an unupgraded ACU with no gun, no Titus with no anything, versus T2 units, is really asking for trouble. As we can see, his ACU already going to get MML, taking damage, but thankfully, it seems like he has some Harbinger support, so it's not that bad. Let's see the AI. Oh my god, the AI recognizing that the ACU is a threat, it is gonna go for a T2 HQ upgrade. And oh boy, this might actually get quite troublesome, especially as the Harbinger is taking unnecessary damage. So we will see if Mr. Cement can actually grab control over this Plateau or not. And yeah, it seems like the top team recognizes that the Echo Turtles will have to somehow deal with the spam, and as such they opted to go for the Autumns, the siege tanks, to actually go and intercept any and all kinds of units which might pop up from the shoreline here, which I really like. And yeah, Mikey is really having quite some trouble here. His ACU being forced to go and fall back as the brick together with the hoplites are gonna keep him kiting to death. So yeah, good on him for running away. A vibe check on the Monkey Lord. The Monkey Lord still seems to be quite confused. The boy is confused. He is trying to go and cross the other side of the mountain, but it's just not working out. Well, unfortunate. But who knows? But as they say, one man's luck is the next man's... No, that's not how it goes. One man's pain is the next man's pleasure, so yeah. While this Monkey Lord being confused is troublesome for the bottom team, the top team thankfully can catch a respite, because otherwise I'm afraid not only Mikey, but his whole base would be long erased by the Monkey Lord, so yeah. Thank goodness he's a little confused boy. But yeah.
Your defeat is without question.
Oh yes, it is. It is without question, but first please learn how to unstack this Monkey Lord, okay? But yeah, let's check up on the bases. It seems like there is a stonager being built by one of the AI. The SMD is also finished and halfway done, so yeah. This little boy is going into the nuclear phase of the game. And oh boy. Cement is going all haha, as it seems like his unupgraded AC is gonna get shot down by the Harbringers, which are basically being out-microed. Oh boy, somebody didn't pay attention to the patch notes. Yes, guys, yes. If the AI actually have more range on its units than you, it will kite you back to Narnia, and it seems like Cement actually learned it the hard way. Trying to go and move its ACU versus the Harbingers who have any kind of upgrade, yeah, that is not gonna work out. Oh boy, it seems like I missed a nuclear launch by Mr. Simon, who launched it, and let's see, where is the nuke going? Oh boy, Mr. waffelzNoob, you have the SMD, but you have no missiles in it. So honestly, that's an amazing nuke, because it's gonna kill a bunch of T3 pigeons, the T3 HQ, the SMD, so yeah. This one is a chef's kiss. Mwah, mwala. As they say here in Poland, mwala, that's a beautiful nuke. Mr. waffelzNoob gonna try to go and save as many of the build power available to himself, but yeah. The SMD is too late and too little, as the nuclear missile is gonna connect as the nuclear fusion from the Aeon warhead is gonna erase all kinds of traces left by the base once belonging to Mr. waffelzNoob. And it seems like Bully is not gonna be doing the bullying, as the AI is not only gonna nuke his base, but also with a beautiful use of the restaurants, it is gonna go and secure all of these little small enclaves here. Is gonna go and kill the roaming forces, which have no MAA, so yeah. The AI knows where to hit, to strike, where it's actually gonna count. As such, we can see Bully Noob losing more and more of his progression towards the northern front. Even being forced to go and run away with this big army, as otherwise he's gonna go and risk losing all of it. And like I said, more and more T2 cruisers are being produced by Mr. Blinchik. The small pancake is gonna go and use them to basically lay siege to everything around the sea. So yes, I guess we can expect this base to also cease its existence in like next 5 minutes. Maybe 10 if he actually turtles up really well. And oh boy, it seems like something exploded here, or someone got sniped as one of the ACUs just got deleted by something. Oh, okay, it seems like he was trying to go and run away from the other side, because here is a wreck of a T2 transporter that got shot down, but who died here? Oh, it seems like it was Raphael. Because, well, as you can see, these are quite steep hills here. I mean cliffs. So yeah, you have to use a T2 transport to actually get up here, jump here, and then drop down here, but unfortunately, he got shot down by something, as evident by the wreck of this T2 transporter. So really unfortunate for the top team, as the Echo Turtles are being forced to turtle more and more. So let's see if they're actually capable of living up to their name or not. Thankfully, funnily enough, it seems like the top AI, Mr. or should I say Miss Simone. Actually, is it Mr. or Miss? I have no clue if Simone is a woman's or a man's name here, so pardon me for mispronouncing it or mislabeling your gender, Mr. AI. Or I guess you are genderless or fluid, I have no clue what comes in or goes in her mind, so yeah. But anyway, Simon is doing a really good job in managing the top side. allowing Zasport to actually cling on to this small base here. So a job very well done by the AI. Let's see what is being cooked in the bases. 25% Megali for Mr. G-Star, SMD, and I see no nuclear missiles available, which I guess is quite good. There was some matter happening that single AI for the top team is outperforming 2 AI for the bottom team. And honestly, I can kind of agree, because this dude out there in this corner, this man is doing God's work. Without him, I feel like the top team, the Echo Turtles, would have collapsed long ago, so yes. Anyway, a vibe check on the AI here on the bottom part. It seems like it does have, well, a Rasboy factory, and it's gonna build another one to grab even more Rasboys. I guess I can appreciate the hustle. Even more as a nuclear missile from this Tonager is nearly finished. 95% done, so in 30 seconds we will see who is gonna taste the nuclear warhead. And oh boy, this is one hell of a confused spider boy. He is still stuck in here, not sure which side to go, so yeah, I guess we will just leave him to his devices, and yeah. The base once belonging to Mr. Mikey is gonna go and fall down. Unfortunate, but yes. Nothing they can do, even more so, as there is some gunships coming out from Mr. Kochner. And here comes a nuclear missile, and where does it go? Wait, that's the wrong thing. It is actually gonna go and nuke the remains of the enemy AI, and oh boy, once again, AI proving just how good it is when it comes to flinging nuclear missiles at each other. Oh yes, you are in my way. Ty stoisz na mnie naputi. I think that's how it's pronounced. My Russian is very rusty. It's been quite a while I use it, but yeah, this nuclear launch is amazing. It's not only gonna go and delete this wall base, but also kill a 45% done GC. So what can I say? An eye for an eye, as the AI is doing amazing, or should I say, a spectacular job at erasing enemy bases with nuclear warheads.
Strategic launch detected.
And here comes the response. Like I said, eye for an eye. This time, it is gonna go and nuke the base belonging to the AI. No. It is actually, it changed its mind. It's not gonna nuke the Plateau. Instead, it is gonna go and nuke the core bases. The core base belonging to Blinchik. No SMD inside, so yes, unfortunate, but it is gonna go and blow up. Okay, some ace from Leo gonna go and kill off the enemy gunships. And here is the nuke. The ion fusion gonna explode the enemy base once again. Kaboom, baby. Kaboom. Very nice to go and see it happen, because the AI is just on point with the nuclear missiles today. It really seems like it have leveled up in the past few hours, because well, in the game before we had seen what? An AI nuking the same single Tiffin mechs again and again. But I guess it was more about sending the message than just winning the game. Like, you're not gonna build here, you are not getting this mechs, I'm gonna nuke it, I'm gonna nuke it again, and I will nuke it forever. So yeah, I guess there are different flavors of the AI. Some are just good at the game, and some are just psychopaths who are just gonna make nukes and throw it at the same place again and again, so well, what can I say? They all come in different flavors, just like our human players. But yeah, the situation is looking really grim. Even with the AI, even with Mr. or Miss Simone putting in a hell of work to go and keep the top team in game, I have to say that this is looking quite grim. The AI, the G-Star, is also gonna now facilitate push versus the base belonging to Leo. Thankfully, he will have a bunch of shields and TTPDs ready to go and intercept the enemy force. But the question is, for how long can he actually go and keep this little base alive? Restorer is gonna come under fire from the enemy flag. Oh, actually, very nice micro, dodging some of the enemy flag. But I don't think you wanna push versus 2 cruisers, and yes, recognizing the mistake, the AI is actually gonna go and fall back. A single cruiser? Yeah, I can deal with that. 2 of them? No, never mind, make it 3 of them. Yeah, that is too much to handle. Even AI is aware of that. We can also see Mr. Simon finally finishing the char, or should I say the tsar, or as we call it in American English, donut. And it's gonna go, actually, it's gonna fall back because it seems like there is a big army coming in from waffelzNoob. Compromised 50% of anti-air forces, which I guess is a very good choice considering that the enemy char is, well, finished and coming our way. The Tsar is here. The Russian Emperor called Tsar is coming here, and he means business. Restorer is coming here. We can see also ACU back in the background, just flying around inside the T2 transport, just dancing. I have no clue what he's doing. But here, the big lasers. The AI is opening fire and erasing the units belonging to Mr. Bully. But Bully, fortunately recognizing just how much AA he will need, is gonna repel the char, at least for a moment or two, as the char is gonna fall back to recover its shield. And as such, he's gonna go and actually fast move a little bit back and join up forces with the reinforcements, so he can actually grab even more MAA in the mix, and also a few of the shields. Let's see the bottom part. Yep. It seems like the big foothold for Mr. Blinchik is gonna get obliterated in no time by the Vultos. And where is the ASF response? Okay, it seems like the ASF are coming in. Are they gonna fight or not? That is the question. Let's see. ASF vibe check. 125 for Mr. Mr. Parallon. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Mr. Leo, 100. But then there is also the Bully question, who also have a 15 ASF on his own, so yeah. It seems like the top team is unfortunately unable to force the airfight or to make it happen, because they are, well, risking way too much. And the AI have shot once again another nuke.
It is unwise.
There is no, that's just a zapper. Yeah, those are zappers. I see no SMDs, so yeah. I thought that this base would fall down to the enemy land push, but no. It is gonna just explode in a ferronuclear explosion, erased from all existence. Not even history books will remember it, for it amounted to nothing at all. What can I say? The AI is on roll.
Strategic launch detected.
Unless it's those 2 boys, because those experimentals are still stuck in here, so yeah, we will just not look at them. And let's see. Where is the next nuke going? It's going... wait, where? It's... Oh, I guess it's going for the enemy AI here. Although he does have the SMD loaded with 3 missiles, so this is not gonna work out. Or maybe it's going somewhere else, so we will see, and... Okay, it is flying. Oh. 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 Oh! I guess that T1 flying scout had it coming. It was like, hey, you, little guy. Yes, you. Fuck you in particular. Yeah, take this. Oh my god. Oh boy. You know, I said that some of the AIs are actual psychopaths. And I feel like there is no better example of that than this. Using a nuclear warhead to nuke a single T1 flying scout just passing by. It was like throwing a nuclear missile warhead just to kill a single roach. I mean, what can I say? He had it coming. He had it coming, but yeah. Anyway, coming back to the game, it seems like Bully is now moving in a few of the T3 mobile artillery in here to go and actually lay siege to the enemy AI base, which is very nice. I also really like parking the MAA around this position because it means that the AI is not allowed to actually go and move in with the Air Force from his own base, as he just had to basically go and hide inside his own confines. Watch out, an airfight is actually happening, as we can see Mr. Paron actually taking the airfight from the Mr. Leo, as the ISF are intermingling a very nice... Oh no, it seems like it was a very bad choice, as GGs are coming out on the chat, as Mr. Leo recognizes just how much he got fucked up. As he's gonna lose all of the Air Force available, as we can see the Yenzins dying one after another to Geminis belonging to Mr. Parallon, and yes, it seems like this is a GG, as waffelzNoob is asking if they have to go and kill the AI, and yes, it seems like they will have to kill the AI, as the ACUs are basically gonna go and relocate themselves to the afterlife. Yes, both ACUs have been relocated together with their human players to the afterlife. And as such, now we see how the AI is gonna go and fire up against, well, 3 human players and also 2 enemy AIs. So, well, boy. Well, most of the time it is the human players enjoying the survival game mode. But it seems like this time it is gonna be Mr. Simon, the AI, enjoying the survival versus
Such a thing
5
will not
bloodthirsty
stop me.
enemies. And yes,
Strategic
I
launch
don't have
detected.
much hopes for this game to go on for much longer. A nuclear warhead have been launched by one of the AIs, and it's gonna go straight for... where? Where is it going? I guess either here, or it's basically gonna go and punish this Plateau for even
Launch
existing.
detected.
Okay, they're gonna punish this Plateau for existing at 100%. Okay, as forces coming in close, gonna go and shut out the enemy charge so that the land forces are gonna be actually capable of laying the siege from below. We have the ASF shut down the char, and after that it is gonna be an ASF intermingling one after another, as we can see. Paron just firmly winning the air versus the enemy AI. Even the summer placements scattered around the base of Simon are not gonna be enough to amount to much, as yes, it seems like the nuke connected here, it's gonna go and explode the wall base, or rather the remains here. And then the second one from Mr. Cockney is gonna go and erase this wall Plateau for even existing. Yes, there is no place in books of history for you. And goodbye. AI, Miss Simone, gonna respond in kind by throwing another nuclear warhead at the heads of enemy team, as the musketeers will have to go and somehow deal with it. So, well, I guess a single missile warhead, nuclear warhead, is not gonna be enough to deal with it. Because the game looks pretty much over. We have coursers and whalers coming in for the last-ditch snipe. The AI ACU have been spotted by the scouting run by the Kochne, one of the AI players doing its best job to go and sustain a steady stream of T3 air scouts over the battlefield, so yeah, I really like it. Parallon, slowly but surely amassing the forces, and yes, here come the whalers. Led by SSSR and Nestor Ivanovich, they're gonna lay siege to the enemy. ASF moving in to intercept the enemy units, and Miss Simone, I'm afraid to say, but this is your last moment on this stage.
Looks like the commander just ate it. Poor bastard.
Oh yeah, the commander ate the wall snipe, and this was not a time for snacking around, as the last ACU is up. And as such, GG, well played to the Team 3 Musketeers, taking a quite convincing victory, 2-0 versus the Team Mecha Turtles. And with this, we're gonna go and move on to the next game of this beautiful tournament, Rainbow Six. Oh, that's not... For a second I got confused by a game Rainbow Six. I'm in the Rainbow Cup 7, off we go.